Okay, so today we'll be opening up this 34-year-old Co-op Premium Oil Filter, number FL20033. And we'll be comparing it to this new Wix oil filter, number 51258. And I got this 34-year-old Co-op filter from a very generous viewer whose name is George from Missouri. Thanks, George. Today we'll go back in time, back to the year 1992, when you could go to your local parts store and pick up one of these Co-op oil filters. These filters fit some of your GM classics that were made from 1967 to 1980, and also some American motor classics that were made from 1960 to 1981. Let's see how this old Co-op filter compares to this new Wix oil filter. So let's get started. Okay, we'll start with this Co-op filter and check the box out. And right here's some filters that it crosses over to. And right here's our Wix filter. Okay. And there's some installation instructions. And that's about it for this box. So let's open this filter box up and see what this filter looks like. Okay, a date code. We got what? Made in USA. Date code's over here. F12B1882. Okay, meets and exceeds car manufacturer warranty. Okay, and that's about it for the outside. This is all printed on. And this filter has 8 inlet holes, metal core with holes. There's no bypass valve on this filter. Looks like 2 grooves there for threads. And there's a little bit of glue right there. See that? A little glue right there. And nitro rubber gasket. Okay. Let's take a look at this Wix filter. So, not too much information on this box. Just right here it says, see product for country of origin. Man and Hummel. Alright, let's open up this box, see what this filter looks like. Date code 010826DG. And this is a sticker. And if you look over here, it says engineered and assembled in USA. And this filter also has 8 inlet holes, metal core louvers, no bypass valve. And also like 2 grooves there for threads. Looks like a silicone drain back valve. And nitro rubber gasket. They're both about the same. They stick out about the same. Now let's get the weights of these filters. Okay, the Co-op filter, 351.9 grams. The Wix filter, 350.4 grams. They're almost the same. Okay, let's open these 2 filters up. A little bit of size difference there. Let's open these filters up, see what they look like inside. Be right back. Okay, so here they are both cut open. Let's take a look at the gaskets. I'll put the thickness of these gaskets up on the screen. Okay, the base plates. And this one's, I'll show you how this one works in a minute. A little bit different. We got the inlet holes. They look like they would even out. Same size. And threads. Yeah, so these guys look like they'd be a tie. Okay, I want to, well, this is a, you got silicone drain back valve on the Wix. That looks like it worked really good. Cover up the holes nice. Okay. And take a look at this Co-op filter. A little bit of a unique design on this. Drain back valve actually goes like this. So it would go like this, and it would this would work as a spring. kind of to hold this tight against the base plate. I think it goes like that, or does it go like this? And I get confused. Let's see, it goes like this. Okay. Yeah. See, then you'd see it go like this, and that would push on the. It would push on it. See, you can see it's right up tight against it. So that's how this one works. It's kind of a unique design. I've seen these before on older filters, but it's kind of cool. Okay, so let's look at this filter element. So this is a co-op filter. It's got a metal crimp seam right here. It's got the Purolator style. This is what Purolator used to do, tie up their filters. And this filter has 49 pleats. Now obviously this is a 34-year-old filter. I don't have no specs on this filter. A little bit of excess glue here, a little bit here. You know, it's got some excess glue, but not too much. Pleats are nicely glued in. Nicely spaced too, also. Okay. Now the Wix filter. And like I said, both filters have no bypass valve. I'll put what the bypass valve looks like on the engines that these filters go on. It'll be up on the screen. Okay, and this filter has a glued seam right here. Kind of a big gap here. It's not good. I don't like big gaps like that. That's prone to tear, especially if you leave it in there a long time. And this filter has 44 pleats. So it has 5 less pleats. And this is an enhanced filter media with a micron rating of 95% at 20 microns. Pleats are pretty big. They're pretty big on both these filters, so should be a lot of filter material. And this one, the Wix also, you can see a lot of glue here. And just a little bit there. And nothing really on this side, but a lot on this side. Okay, and they both have stamped leaf springs, which both have a nice curve to them. Okay, and the cans. So I'll put the measurements of these cans up on the screen. I can feel that the co-op filter on the left is a little bit thinner than the Wix filter. The cans on these guys are both fairly thin. Okay. Okay, so the co-op filter is 3.17 minus a tenth of an inch for the end caps. And the Wix is 2.68 inches wide minus a tenth of an inch for the end caps. Yeah, I'm gonna say that the co-op filters have got more filter media. What do you guys think? All right, let me cut these open, stretch them out, and we'll take a look at them under a microscope. Be right back. Okay, so here are both filters all stretched out. And the co-op filter is 69 inches long. The Wix filter is 61 3/4 inches long. Okay, and let's get the thickness of this filter media. The co-op filter, 1.11 millimeters thick. The Wix filter, 0.95 millimeters thick. And if we take a look at these guys under a microscope, the wicks is 95% at 20 microns, but the co-op filter looks like it'd do a little better job of filtering, so it's probably like, I would just guess 99% at 20 microns, so probably a little better filtering than the wicks filter. So let's take a look at that picture. So as you can see with the microscope picture, it looks like the co-op filter would do a better job of filtering. Plus you get about 52 square inches of more filter media with the co-op filter. And let's take a look at the rest of the filter. Okay, so we already went over all these components. The only thing is, you got the little holes here, but you got lots of them. So it looks like it'd do a pretty good job, you know, with flow. Get a good flow out of this, I would think. And the wicks filter, it's got louvers. So let me get the light here. Let's see. Yeah, you can see that inside there. They're opened up. There's no problem with the oil flow there. Yeah. So I'd say both of them do a good job with the oil flow anyways. So between these two filters, I think I'd rather have this premium co-op filter. It's got more filter media and it looks like it'd do a better job of filtering. What do you guys think? Please post your comments down below. And again, I want to thank George for sending me this co-op oil filter. And I think I'll wrap this video up. And don't forget, Oil Filter Fridays. I try to open up an oil filter every Friday on this YouTube channel. So if you like this video, please hit that like button. Thanks for watching and take care. The co-op filter media weighs 27.8 grams. The wicks filter media weighs 18.1 gram.